Okay, hi everybody. Oops, I gotta turn this down. Sorry about that. Okay, there we go. So, welcome to my live. I am waiting for everybody to show up, and I wanted to do today talk about the eclipse energy that we just went through. So, and how it's going to and how it affects you. Do readings on that. Give you messages from spirit and from tarot. I have 3 different tarot decks, and so I'll be choosing one of those to pull a card for you and to give you a message. If you want a message, I would like you to make a comment in the live chat so I can address it. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing great. We are, so the, hi Tamika, thanks so much for being here. Um, we are in the day after, or we're still in the 24-hour period of the eclipse, which happened early morning hours in North America. And it's a full moon eclipse in Virgo, and eclipses change things. They end our cycles. So, according to my teacher astrologer Beatrix, when we have an eclipse, we're uh, ending a 19-year cycle. So whatever you have what's been ever going on since 19 years ago is ended. So some people will have very pivotal events like they got married, or they um, got divorced, or they started a new job, a new career, and so on. Um, and so it ends that cycle. It doesn't mean that the marriage ends. It ends the type of energy that you were in and begins a new cycle. So now we're in a new cycle, and with the Virgo energy is all about being of service and all about supporting other people. Virgo is in the um, archetype of giving birth to divinity, like Mother Mary. And so that energy of bringing um, the divine into being in the world is what is dominant with Virgo energy. I'm not saying all Virgos are like that. I'm just saying that that is what the archetype is. So Virgos are very hung up on perfectionism, and they're very detail oriented, that kind of thing. If you have a strong Virgo in your chart, you will have those traits. But what the eclipse does is it shifts that and evolves it. So we have an opportunity to evolve out of our perfectionism, things that keep us stuck in the details and keep us from seeing the bigger picture. Now, I'm not an astrologer. I know a little bit about astrology, but the information that I get in relation to this eclipse is based on my connection with spirit and how they're teaching me about it. So I'm sharing what they're teaching me about this eclipse. Hi, Sharon. Thank you for being here. I'm so grateful for everybody who is present right now. This is only my second live stream, and it's always a little nerve wracking to be on live on YouTube, and it's so reassuring to see people here. I really appreciate it. I want to also address, last night I did a channeling of my guide, my spirit guide, White Eagle, who is an ascended master. And an ascended master means that he's mastered life on earth and ascended through that process. That means that there's a mastery over manifestation. There's a mastery over the physical world that we all strive for. I think that spiritual people all strive for. And so he also has all that firsthand knowledge of all the difficulties that we have, with grief and tragedy and hardship. So he has a very unique perspective. So I love to give messages from him. And last night we did a channeling with him, and he was talking a lot about manifestation and manifesting with spirit. And one thing that when we're doing predictions is that we are offering up the best path forward. So when I predict something for someone, I'm offering up what is to come, based on how the energy is moving for that particular person and the potential of that energy, the outcome of that energy. And so predictions are based on like what's down the road. So if you're driving a car and your headlights are on, you're seeing what's down the road. And but you can always change, you can always turn, you can always make a different choice. So that's the energy of prediction. So when I give a prediction, or spirit gives a prediction, it's always based on that. And, we always have free will, and the world here is created by us. We're the ones that have created the world, in a sense. So as we're working with the energy of free will, note that when something doesn't come up or doesn't turn out, it's because we are not ready for it, or maybe there's another barrier, or maybe the timing is off. So if what you're manifesting isn't coming up in a reading and you keep checking or it is coming up and you're not getting it, note that allowing spirit to work the work, do the thing, will really help. So hand it on over to your guides to make it so. The guides will only help you, though, if it's something, I'm getting in the weeds a little bit, sorry. The guides only help you if it's going to help you live your life to its fullest. In other words, if you're asking for something from spirit or trying to manifest something with spiritual energy, with prayer or even spells, that doesn't support your highest good, then it's going to be blocked. If you've been asking for divinity's help, for God, your guides, angels, or whatever. So note that things are here for a reason. What we're going through is for a reason. It has a purpose. So when you sit with something that has a purpose, then you are, when you ask what the purpose is, in other words, so no matter how bad things are, if you ask what the purpose of it is, you can work through it sooner and get what you want sooner. So if you keep running up against a barrier, you need to ask spirit to help you understand, see through, and get past that barrier. So if you want to buy a new house and the new house is just not coming through, ask spirit for help in releasing whatever the barriers to get that house, and so on. Things like that. Anyway, I didn't mean to go on that tangent. I guess that was necessary. Anyway, so I would love to do readings for those here. And if you have a question, please post it in the chat and let me know what it is. Now, I want to say about asking questions of psychics, and this goes for if you're pulling cards for yourself or other people, or you are getting a reading. The clearer the question, the clearer the answer. So some people would just want psychics to kind of conjure up an answer. And okay. So the less clear, let me just say, The less specific the question, the less specific, hi Asia, the answer. Okay. So I will definitely give you your messages, but you guys are already cracking me up. Yes, Tamika, that is true. But it's okay if it's okay with you that it's not specific. That's great. That's fine. Okay. Sorry, I'm allergies and wind and um, the trees where I live are trying to kill me. Anyway, so uh, that's my challenge. I have many challenges, and that I have not um, overcome yet. I don't know their purpose quite yet. I haven't quite embraced it. Allergies is definitely one of those things. All right, you guys. So um, I am willing to give you very broad answers uh, and see what comes up. But for Tamika, I'm going to use the Cat Tarot to give you a little lightheartedness. So we're not all that serious right now. We're getting some kind of lighthearted energy. So I asked Spirit and I asked the cards to give Tamika a message to serve her highest good and help her on her path to her highest potential. Whatever she needs to know, as she says. Okay. I feel this warm embrace. When I ask that question, it's like Spirit is hugging you and just wants you to know it's all okay. And whatever you choose is okay. You can't make a wrong decision. And there's so many times when we get caught up in making a decision and, oh my God, what's going to, it's going to change my fate, change my life, change my world, and cause so much difficulty. But it really isn't. Sometimes even, the only thing I would say that actually is super pivotal is probably a marriage. But otherwise, you know, um, jobs and things like that, they kind of come and go, and careers change. And, so think of life as a little bit more flowy and fluid so that you can really embrace the joy of it. It's super important that we have joy in our life. And the card I got for you is the Two of Wands, but this is the Cat Tarot. So you get this little kitten looking at the two toys, and both of them are equally fun. Both of them are equally beautiful. Both of them are equally exciting and will give the cat exactly what the cat needs. So you can't make a wrong decision, and you're doing great. So, and Spirit gives you a big hug. Okay. You're welcome, my love. Okay. So let's see what comes up for Asia. Now, Asia's going to get the Good Tarot. And this is kind of a, beautiful fairy kind of energy tarot. It's a very earthy, but also very light-hearted tarot kind. So we're going to ask what Asia needs to know right now. Beautiful, beautiful Asia. Let's see. They're always showing me you in your red dress. You have this red dress that you're ready to go get them. You're ready to make changes in your life. You're ready to move forward. Don't look back. It feels like you're waiting for something to happen, but you're also making it happen. I don't know if that makes sense. Uh, as this eclipse has changed things for you and settled things for you and given you some clarity. So sit with your guides a lot this time, over the coming week, and ask for guidance. And I know I talk a lot about communicating with your guides, but really, if you ask for guidance, you may not hear it in that moment. You may not get an answer in that moment, but the answer will come to you. So always ask your guides to help you understand, help guide you, help you, on your path. That's what they're there for. That's their job. They've been assigned to you and all that you are, and love all that you are, and just want to help you out. So they're never going to give you an assignment or a message or Stephanie chimes in. The same question. Guys are cracking me up. Okay, Stephanie, you're next. So you have something to offer. There's also saying that you have more to offer than what you think, and more authority than what you think. And it's time to really embrace your wisdom, your knowledge, your expertise, and your authority like never before. And you have in this deck the Nine of Fire. You can see how kind of mystical this is. And that starlight not only guides her, but can guide other people. And so this is what you need to embrace, Asia, is that you are part of this extraordinary experience and you're leading other people through it. You are the leader all the time. So you're the boss. Remember that and know that it is going to continue to be so. I just keep asking because I see the image of you in a red dress. You're looking forward, you're looking towards the future, and you're holding something in your hand. And I can't quite make out what it is, but it's an implement of your innate power and your leadership. And you're holding it in a way like you don't know what to do with it yet, but it will come to you. Just keep asking for help with it. I hope that helps. Now, Stephanie, I don't know if you were here when I said that the broader the question, the broader the answer. So I will, you're welcome, Asia. So I will stick with that. Okay. So these aren't super detailed, but I think they're a little bit getting there. Okay, good. All right. So thank you, Asia. For Stephanie, let's see. Ooh, what do the guys want Asia or Stephanie to know? Stephanie. I have to focus on Stephanie now. I'm seeing an image I can't quite go here. Can't quite make out what that is. You have all these little like diamonds around you. It's you sitting down, crisscross applesauce like a little girl. Although you don't look like a little girl in the image, but you kind of have this playful energy. And then there's beautiful, sparkly little things all around you. That's why I don't quite know what those sparkly little things are. They kind of look like snowflakes, but that doesn't make any sense. So, the opportunities. Wow. The playful energy, joyful. You have to have a moment of joy. Everything will come to you when you have a moment of joy. That's the message that they're trying to convey. Is there has to be a moment in the day where you don't worry about anything, where suddenly you're just you. You're just smiling. You're just enjoying something delightful. Anything at all. It could be a little clip, video. It could be a little, lovely meal. It could be a lovely moment with your friend or your child or your partner, like any of those things. But there has to be a moment where you release all the worry. There has to be a moment every day. Try to focus or ask Spirit to help you have a moment of joy every day. So that's all you're going to ask, because those little moments of joy will release so much heaviness in your heart that it will keep the energy going. Oh, sees candy, perfect. Exactly that. Like just those moments, just like that. And if you can do that every day, your body will start to, again, release a lot of heaviness, release a lot of worry. And when your body starts to release the worry, then things start moving forward. The card you got was, I'm using the Rider-Waite style card, was the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is bringing money. And I know that's what you're worried about. That's what most of us are worried about. And so the Knight of Pentacles says money is coming, and it's not a small amount. It's a decent amount. Okay, it's not like the Ace of Pentacles, like big bucks, but it is a good amount. Okay, so know that this Knight of Pentacles bringing good tidings. But first, you must, Stephanie, first you must embrace the joy every day and have a moment where you don't worry, where you don't fuss, where you don't think about the bill that's due, where you don't think about how you have to do blah, 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 and do this and this and this, all your little tasks, and, being a mother of multiples, being, constant, in constant motion. There has to be a moment for you, a slice, just a slice of a moment for you every day to feel joy. You can have candy every day. Yes, if you have to. It works, Stephanie. So good to see everybody here. Amy, hi. Okay. Let's see. Let's talk about new way to bring in income for Stephanie, or for Amy. Sorry, I get hung up on the last, so I have to clear so I can focus on Amy. What does Amy need to know about? How can Amy bring in a new stream of income? Amy, I actually don't know what you do for work. So I'm going to describe the symbolism that I see in imagery. So when I get images, sometimes they're literal, they're true to life, and sometimes they're symbolic. So when I tell you the image, you kind of have to figure it out. You're welcome, Stephanie. You have to figure out if it's literal or if it's symbolic. Okay, so that part's up to you. So they see, what I see is you being creative and designing something. And what it looks like in the image that they're showing me is like little paper dolls, like little tiny paper dolls. And these little things that you're just finding so much pleasure in doing. And it's something that seems like it's not viable. Oh, interior designer. Oh, cool. But this is a different kind of design. Excellent. Um, so this is on a small scale that, so because these dolls are little tiny that they're showing me, so it may mean that you need to shrink it down and be a little bit more niche or niche, however people say it these days. Um, be more specific in what you're doing. Take the part of the interior design that you love and make it a specialty and something that's really fun for you to do. I forgot to pick a card. That was just the imagery I got. So think about things that are super fun for you to do. That's how you're going to make money. And it's so specific to you that you'll be the only one doing it. Okay. And it's also very childlike energy. So I don't know, maybe interior design for little princesses. I have any clue. I think you're going to have to figure it out. But this is the Six of Water. And in this deck, it shows, love, falling in love with yourself in the water, sort of like Narcissus and Echo. But in this particular one, this says to me, the message here is about falling in love with what you do best. Falling in love with the unique thing about you that really nobody else does or nobody's interested in doing, something like that. I hope that helps and it's not too confusing. Let me know if you have any feedback. Now then, Miss QT. Miss Cutie! Good to see you too. You're welcome, Amy. Thank you. Let's see. General message. What does Spirit want me to know or focus on? Or more specifically, I'd like to check on my marriage and family life. Yeah, I know, Margaret. I just like saying QT. What could I know? Let's see what they have to say about family life. How many children do you have? Let me use a different one here. Okay. Let's see. And you've been married. How long have you been married? So the reason why I ask is I see your husband is really kind of this. Now, this is not negative, okay? But he's a little bit stubborn. Oh my gosh, that's right. Age 27 and age 3, goodness sakes. Oh, the babies. Okay. I see your husband is really kind of, he's a force, to say the least. And he's a little bit immobile. I mean, he's very much, it's you know, has a strong personality with a way of doing things, and it can be a little hard to negotiate around that sometimes. But here's the thing. He loves you very much. He really loves you. And he does really want you to be happy, and it's quite a lovely energy to see. So, yes, so you do have to be a little bit more demanding with him in order to get him to shift. In other words, you have to say, I need this. Not I want this, not I'd like this. I need this. This is what I need for me. And he'll be there for you. It really feels like, he just gets a little stuck in the mental field. And that if you get his attention and make sure he really understands how important it is, that he will support you in whatever you need. But you do have to phrase it more, I need it, and not, I want it, or wouldn't that be nice if I could do, blah, blah, blah. Gonna have to work on being firm. You're a mother of 2 children. Okay, let's see what the card comes up. I've got the cat tarot for you too. So you're getting a lighthearted kitty cat. Yeah. Okay, the cat agrees with me, by the way. Once you're firm with him, he will open up. Kids are easy because you're a good mother, by the way. Not that difficult kids have bad mothers, but part luck, part skill. Anyway, so you got the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is an offering of love. And it is a very big cup. And it is a lot of love for you. So if you're firm, and if you're saying you're doing this thing and you need the support, he will agree. But you do have to really be in there, and he will be very, your biggest cheerleader. I really like him. I've never met him. I have no idea what he looks like, but he seems like a really lovely man. His energy is really good. I wouldn't put up with it, but I wouldn't put up with all that stubborn. But his love for you will make him a piece of cake to handle. Okay. Anybody next? Anyone else? I'm really grateful. Yeah, I can definitely see that his energy is quite wonderful. A really good guy for sure. So I don't have any other questions. I have somebody, Anna, who wanted Anna, who's not in the chat, but I believe she's watching. So I'm going to give a message to Anna. She gets also the cat tarot. Let's see what comes up for Anna. You're welcome, Miss QT. I know I've seen baby pictures on Facebook, but I don't recall ever seeing your husband. Okay. For Anna. You are there's an energy of proving yourself happening, and it's not really in a sense, I hate to say this, but yeah, Asia, you can ask another question if you like. I'm here all day. No, I'm just here for another 20 minutes or whatever. Unless we end early. But yes, Asia, if you want. Okay. So for Anna, I have to focus. You're being stretched to the limit. Your energy, your emotions, your um, everything that you've been wanting. Okay, Sharon, I'll definitely give you next. I'll get you next, Sharon. Okay. So I want you to know that this is a very short period of time in your life where you're being stretched to the limit like this. And this is going to give you the power to move forward into any direction you want to go. It's sort of like you're training for the Olympics of your life. You are getting a new body, a new worldview, a new list of things you want to manifest. And you have to be strong for that. For all the things that you've been wanting, you have to be strong physically, mentally, and emotionally. And you're getting there. It feels like you're being tested to the end of the earth, but there's a purpose for it. Okay? And it's right there. I hope you like this card. I got you the cat tarot. So it's right there, though. It's within reach, and it's yours for the taking. Do not get hung up on the stress of the moment, because what is coming for you is a beautiful little birdie in a cage, and what you've been asking for. So that's the manifestation coming. It's already there. It's on its way. You just have to be able to reach it and make it so. Okay? So please, Anna, do not get hung up in the stress and the challenge of the moment. You're going to meet the moment and surpass it and get all that you have been wanting. Really. Really. Okay. So I hope everybody is doing well. We're going to go on now to Sharon, and then we'll go on to the second questions for people. Since we have time, since I'm not all that popular on my live stream, and everybody can get a little more attention, which is so cool. So for beautiful Sharon, we're just going to see what Spirit has to offer. They're showing me you surrounded. Thank you, Tamika. I know I'm so popular. Okay, so Sharon, they're showing me you're surrounded by these really cute little pink flowers, like pink daisies. And it's kind of similar to Stephanie's, where it's just this moment of joy, of being connected with the earth, being connected with beauty, being connected with who you truly are. And then they're showing me this powerful light coming up from the ground and surrounding you. And it's beautiful. And you're just smiling and enjoying this extraordinary feeling. This light just coming through the earth, coming up through you, and shining out to the universe. So they want you to connect with who you really are. The truth of who you are is that energy of beaming light and flowers and joy. We get caught up in what other people think we are. We get caught up in, what the world thinks of us. We get caught up in the daily demands of life, and we forget who we are. When we are this divine being brought to earth to bring beauty. And my dearest, dearest Sharon, you are here to bring beauty. You are here to share the light of the world. You are here to give the newest energy, the newest stages of evolution. You are here for that. And don't lose sight of it with all the busyness around you. And the card that you got to use, the Good Tarot. It's the Good Tarot. That's the name of the tarot cards. And this is the Messenger of Water. And this beautiful mermaid, bejeweled with pearls and all the treasures of the ocean, receiving messages from this little seahorse, having this extraordinary moment of connection. And this will be you if you give yourself a little time and space to be who you truly are outside of what other people think you are. Okie dokie. That was a beautiful vision. Thank you for asking that question. Okay. So, let's do Asia. What does Asia need to know about meeting a man in Chicago? I wish I was going to Chicago this weekend. That sounds fun. I have never been. I think I drove through it. Yeah, I did drive through it. You must have already got the hit that you were going to do that. Okay. Very good, Sharon. Just remember who you are. That's what you go connect in with the earth, is to sit and remember who you are. Sharon. Okay, back to Asia. So there's a lot of new beginnings happening this weekend in Chicago. There's a few people there that you are going to meet. There is a man. I don't know if he's a lover, though. But there is a man who's very kind. He has a really good energy. And I use the Good Tarot, and this, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Air, shows Pegasus flying. So this is a great time for new beginnings, learning something new, starting something new, and boldly. So don't hesitate. If someone has an offer for you, take it. I'm just seeing what else. That looks really, really good. You're going to have a nice time. But everything about it is good. So whether you meet someone you're romantically interested in, or you just meet someone who is interested in you, either way, it works out fine. A lot of people interested in you, actually. I don't want to go down that road right now, but yes. So more is coming. I'm sorry if I'm making too much noise with my cards. I apologize for the sound. What's next? Let's see. So Stephanie, I think your girls are 16, right? The ones that you're talking about right now. They're struggling. The primary message right there is they're struggling with their own identities. I think they're twins. So they're struggling with who they are when they're not. Is it those two? Is it the twins that are arguing? Oh, right. One of the twins. I'm trying to get. Um, it is an identity struggle. So it must be more about the 16-year-old. And I don't know if it's possible for the older one to move out, or if that's an issue. This is maybe too much. Hold on. I just want to see if I can give you a little guidance forward without going into too much detail. Hold on. You're going to have to be the mediator and in a way that is not partial. So the mediation, so I get the King of Cups. That says that you have to be above the emotion, but also guide the direction of this. They both need to respect each other's space, and because the younger one is, I'm trying to get a handle on it, so it's very conflicting what I'm getting. So I'm just focusing on you and how you can manage it. They so I use the cat tarot, but so this is about the King of Cups. The water energy is always about emotions, or primarily, and healing. And so this water energy is going to help you ease through this time. I know they've been going through this for a long time. The King of Cups also says you're in charge and you have to take charge of it. So, and mediate in a way that defines boundaries and keeps them respectful. So it's about respect and boundaries, and the younger one is searching for her identity, and this is all part of that. So if it wasn't with a 23-year-old, it might be with somebody else. So it's a problem. But teaching the boundaries and respect right now is your greatest ally. So I hope that was helpful. It seems kind of too broad, but it's okay. I mean, it is going to pass in a few months, even if you don't do anything. I know it's already been going on for quite a while, but it will pass. Okay. So, Marquetta, let's see. Oh, how lovely. Your husband's building a salon. Oh, thank you, Asia. And you're welcome, Stephanie. Oh, good. I'm glad. Husband's building a salon. Okay, so what do you want to know about your salon? I see you helping people that are like kind of doing a little outreach. I don't know how that works with hair salons. Like going to places that might need a little assistance. Sorry. Um, what do you need to know about it? Give me a little bit of a direction here. Like how to build a clientele, I assume. I see you like in places with a lot of people, talking about your work, handing out a card, you know, um, you're really good at hairstyling. So, um, but you also do other things. You do lashes, right? What else do you do? I'm trying to figure out. No, it's not like that. You do have to do an outreach. I see you going to, again, this is potentially symbolic and not actual, but I see you like going to a fair, having a booth at a fair. I mean, that doesn't sound plausible for a salon, but going to other places where people need haircuts for cheap. Oh, and you make soaps and skincare. Oh, so that would work to have a booth. It would work to have, you know, social media presence and um, kind of do community events. It is going to take a while to build the to be comfortable for you. They're saying to keep all those avenues open, and then what will work in the long run is of your choosing. But right now, keep all the avenues open. Keep the skincare line open, and the soaps, and the lashes, and the hair. You know, show off your talents in all those areas. You have a lot of talent, and there's no reason to choose just one. We all just want one, so we can focus on that one thing. It's okay to be dependent on someone for a while. That is okay. Give yourself a break. Other people are dependent on you. You can be dependent on other people too. You don't have to be a super strong one all the time. The card I got for you was the Eight of Fire. So that's the Eight of Wands. And it's a beautiful, beautiful card. A little girl riding a panda with a fan and all these streaks of light and these beautiful bubbles of light. It's just mystical and magical. And it shows that all these things, all this light around her is shining, and she can do all the things, not just the one thing. Good. I'm glad you like to do lots of things, because you have lots of things to do and shine all those talents. And your husband will help you. It's okay to be a little dependent every now and then. Just make sure he takes care of you in the way you want, and things will be really good. Like, that's a really good card for success. It's extremely good. So keep shining, keep going, have fun with it, and let people know you do all these things, because you're brilliant and talented, inspired. Wonderful. All right, you guys. Well, my hour is up, and I feel really good about everybody who showed up. I really am so, so grateful. I think your support of me gives me a lot of inspiration to go forward as well. You are wonderful and magnificent. And remember that. And next time we'll do a live stream again, hopefully soon, so that I'll get more and more popular. All right, everybody. Love you so much. Take care. And until next time, happy Eclipse.